We 2-1 right now. Charles, we 2-1 right now. You know what that means. We 2-1 right now, Charles. What up, Kenny?
Tell you what's up inside the NBA, presented by Hyundai. Now, y'all may be a little tired when you show up at work Friday morning, but man, it was worth it, was it not? Staying up late for the Timberwolves 114-110 overtime win over the Lakers. Unbelievable stuff. You tell me Kevin Garnett's going to foul out early in overtime and that team's still going to win?
You know, we're not supposed to root for certain teams, but I found myself rooting for Minnesota tonight. That was the worst officiated game I've seen NBA in a long time. And I like the officials. I know they do the best they can, but they just sucked tonight. That was at least 10 really bad calls.
That's Garnett fouling out.
Yeah, but you know, but it was just so many bad calls. Here's another one. You can show them all night. We don't have that much time.
The technicals on
Zerbiak. Yeah, I mean, that was just a really bad officiated game. Like I said, we're not. That's, I thought that was a foul right there. After
Kobe three, yeah. They gave him a 4-point shot.
But that was one of the worst officiated games I've seen in a long time. And I was happy Minnesota won because they deserved to win. And it would have been a travesty if they didn't win this game.
Officiating aside, with Garnett out, guys like Peeler, Mark Jackson hitting pressure free throws down the stretch.
Well, it came down to will. You know, they talent-wise, they found themselves outmatched, you know, and which is probably something that they weren't when Garnett was in the game. So what they said, you know what, we're going to get every loose ball, we're going to get every tip in, we're going to have deflections on defensive end, and that was the difference in the game. And Anthony Pillar summed it up the best. He said, I'm going to have Kevin Garnett's energy. I'm not Kevin Garnett, but I'm going to have his energy, and it showed in that overtime period.
If you're Minnesota now and you're up 2-1, what's the thing you cannot do right now?
And that really doesn't mean anything. I mean, it doesn't mean anything because if the Lakers win the next game, it's 2-2. So you're going to go through a lot of peaks and valleys in every series. Think about it. Game 1, they were down. Game 2, they're up. Whoever wins tonight, they obviously got the upper hand.
Well, that's what I'm trying to get to with you guys who have been there in a playoff mentality. Now that you've got an emotional win and you're up 2-1.
It doesn't mean anything.
It doesn't. You have to realize if you're playing in the playoffs that, to me, I've always said the series never starts until a team is faced with elimination. Because the closeout game is the toughest game there is in basketball. There's guys are going to play at they play at a playoff level, then they play at a championship level, and then they play at a I'm going home and I'm going fishing level. And there's a big difference between all of those.
114-110. Minnesota up 2-1 over the Lakers. Still to come, highlights of another thriller tonight in Milwaukee between New Jersey and the Bucks. And George Karl a bit perturbed. All of that still to come on Inside.
I told you had a boyfriend.
The Hyundai Tiburon, with America's best warranty, 10 years, 100,000 miles. When you can be counted on, you win.
This is big.
Oh, good. Tums.
Correction. Tums Smooth Dissolve.
Introducing new Smooth Dissolve, a velvety smooth new texture that dissolves fast, rushing relief right to where you need it.
It's like whoosh.
New Tums Smooth Dissolve.
The Transporter on DVD. Now with 15 minutes of unrated extended fight scenes. The Transporter. Buy it today.
I love that fire grill, citrus thrill, flavor filled. Chili's is the place for me. I love that special twist, flavor kissed, never miss. Chili's is the place to be.
Boldly seasoned citrus-fired chicken, spicy garlic and lime shrimp, Chili's citrus-fired chicken and shrimp. Want more flavor?
You know the man.
Divide up and search this swamp.
You know the mission.
What do you intend to do?
Catch him.
But this time, no one can be trusted.
I got set up from the word go.
Turn around!
You're the great Sam Gerard.
Yes, I am.
and you always have to win.
Yes, I do. Don't miss Tommy Lee Jones and Wesley Snipes in U.S. Marshals.
Look around you. You're caught.
U.S. Marshals. Tomorrow at 9 on TNT.
Inside the NBA on TNT. Brought to you by Hyundai. Your car comes with America's best warranty. You win. Hyundai. And by Southwest Airlines. Bringing people together with low fares.
Jason Kidd and the Nets in Milwaukee for Game 3 against the Bucks series, tied at a game apiece. Kidd, stretching hands, going left.
That was nice.
They built a 19-point lead, did New Jersey.
But then the pace slowed down.
Sam Cassell, 17 points in the third quarter. Milwaukee right back in this thing. Fourth period, Peyton. Watch Tim Thomas.
Ooh, that was nice right there.
That's how you finish.
New Jersey's lead was cut to 7. Peyton, lefty.
You know he writes left-handed?
And no, we didn't know that, and we don't care either.
Yeah, that's why he has such a great left hand out there.
Jason Kidd buries a 3. 101-94 New Jersey. It's not safe. Tim Thomas in the corner.
You know he writes.
He got fouled on that play, too. Tim Thomas right.
No, he's right-handed. That's why he has a good right hand.
What does Tony Kukoc do?
Oh, he
travels. That's another travel.
That's in Europe, that's good, though. But
we're not in Europe.
Okay.
Well, you know what? Milwaukee's kind of like Europe.
Game tied at 101. Rodney Rogers gets fouled and will go to the line.
Free throws and rebounds win basketball games. You don't miss free throws,
you missed them both.
You get the rebound because one of them going to win the game for you, and you get the Robert Horry lookalike.
Even as far as the ball being tipped out kind of by Kenyon Martin and by Anthony Mason. And Gary Payton misses at the buzzer. 103-100. The New Jersey Nets reclaim the home court edge by a deuce over Milwaukee. Jason Kidd, 26. Rodney Rogers hitting the game winner, scores 18 points and grabs 7 rebounds. In games 1 and 2, he had 19 points, goes for 18 tonight on 7 out of 16, and after the game, D-line him with the guy who hit the gamer.
After missing the 2 free throws, you just needed to step back a little. What was going through your mind?
I don't know. I just wanted to make at least one of them. Just missed both free throws, and on the second one, King knocked the ball back out to me. And I just took end of the game shot and it went in for me.
Well, sometimes you need luck to win in this time, in this kind of this time of the year. If you want to call it luck or good strategy, however you want to call it, it worked for them, and they up 2-1. I'm done.
Right, it came off. You know, we battled, and I went to secure, but I knocked it out that way, and I just, I don't know what happened. I know Rodney got a wide open shot.
Were you being pushed?
I mean, we were battling. That's what it is. He tried to get in, and I tried to keep him out.
Well, I don't know if you saw the play or not. It's sickening to see how we lost the game because it was a foul. Kenyon Martin just manhandles and throws. It's a foul. And the foul, and here's a comparison. Rodney Rogers gets fouled on a touch foul, and then there's a wrestling foul. I mean, it's incredible. To lose a playoff game on a referee call like that is a disgrace. It's what they've said all along. This is going to be this year. We're not going to let you wrestle on the free throw line. We're not going to let you push on the free throw line. And we lose a playoff game because Kenyon Martin can get away with murder on pushing Mace underneath the damn basket. It's embarrassing to see the referee how we've worked our ass off to come back and to lose a game on a foul like that. And then they give Rodney Rogers a touch foul to get him on the line. I mean that's incredible. The discrepancy of those last two calls is disgraceful.
Now, when we ran that sound at halftime, Charles had this sympathetic reaction, and you'd be amazed at who agrees with Charles.
I'm with you, Charles. I'm with you all the way.
I guess the heavyweight champ Lennox Lewis weighing in on the George Karl postgame. Anthony Mason and George Karl differed on this. Anthony Mason,
know what?
George is
obviously, George is a good friend of mine, but he can't be whining like that. I mean, that's part. Like Mace said it best. Hey, it's a battle. I mean, it's the playoffs. and anything goes. And first of all, it doesn't look like a foul when you look at it. Guys just battling.
You know, actually, Mason hit the ball out. It wasn't, you know, Kenyon Martin got a lot of credit for hitting the ball out. After you watched it again, you saw that Mason.
Kind of both of them at the same time.
Actually, Kenyon was trying to grab the basketball. Mason hit it out, and then that's when they went out.
And that was a little contact, but they shouldn't call that. It's just been a tough night for officials tonight.
All over the place.
It was struggling a little bit.
On this playoff
Well, I don't know
night.
what they did in L.A. last night, but don't do it again.
We will have much more here on Inside the NBA, including the post-game comments of Flip Saunders. His Minnesota Timberwolves up 2-1 on the Lakers.
The Home Depot is more than a store. It's a powerhouse with powerful names. John Deere, Toro, Honda, and Echo, all in one place. Powerful tools for mowing, blowing, edging, or just riding with the wind. It's a buyer's guide to show you how much power you need. The guaranteed low price every day to make every dollar work. It's the power to turn the outdoors into the great outdoors. The Home Depot. You can do it. We can help.
Hey yo, Method Man and Redman here to show you how Power Strike from Right Guard Extreme works. Got this strike for extra older fighters. Let's pretend this huge elastic band is the Power Strike, and these guys are older. Let's see what happens when older meets the Power Strike. See, it repels it for a new level of protection. Goes on clear, doesn't quit. Get more extreme. Get the Power Strike, dude.
This Friday, let the real summer begin.
It go a little something like this.
Real drama.
What did you say to me?
I'm your boyfriend.
It's 100 times better than you.
Real passion.
And then you girls want to make out or anything?
No.
Real action.
I heard you took a shower with the twins.
Cancun, baby. Who's coming?
The Real Cancun. Only in theaters Friday. Rated R for strong sexuality, nudity, language, and partying. Starts Friday.
The Outdoor Life Network cordially invites you to the nastiest, most inhospitable place on Earth. For the last 4 months, the global extremists have crisscrossed the planet to reach their ultimate challenge. Coming in May, the final 5 athletes have a chance to summit Mount Everest, and OLN will bring it to you live. Global Extremes Mount Everest, Forerunners of Adventure. Presented by Toyota. Date and time based on weather. Watch OLN for summit updates. DirecTV Channel 608.
Is not having your high school diploma keeping you from making the kind of money you want? With PCDI, you can earn a nationally accredited diploma, not just a GED, and you can study at home at your own pace. Earn your high school diploma or choose from any of PCDI's exciting career opportunities. Call now to get free literature on the one career of your choice.
Call 1-800-814-2700 for your free literature. There's no obligation, so call now. 1-800-814-2700.
You play the defending champs. A lot of times you have to go through a situation and establish yourself, whether you win a series or don't win a series. And I think that there's no question in Game 2, we proved to ourselves that the formula, what was needed for us to go and compete in a playoff situation against a great basketball team.
Leave the guy in the front row a chair, will
Got
you?
the guy with a big head sitting to sit down somewhere.
Kevin Harlan said it a couple of times in the telecast.
What, shut up, Ainge?
No.
He should have said it.
Biggest win in franchise history.
You know what? I thought that was so stupid for him to say that.
Why?
Why is that?
They've lost every series they ever been in. Of course it's the biggest win.
Well, I'm just saying he pointed that out, and obviously it is true.
Well, if you lost every series you played and you beat the champs and go up one game and nobody gave you a chance, that's redundant for him to say that. Redundant means unnecessary repeating.
Yeah, you do that a lot.
Yeah.
Minnesota Laker highlights.
Again?
Roll them, boys.
Man, we ready to go home.
You've been ready to go home for 4 hours.
Some of us got to work tomorrow.
You know,
Kobe Bryant.
That's one of the things we didn't see Kobe getting to the basket as much as he normally does in a playoff
Lord,
series.
please let it rain tomorrow so I can have the day off.
Oh, you're doing that,
Kevin
caddy
Garnett hits the jumper. 93-89.
I need a little hailstorm.
Hey, at this point, Garnett just grabbing the fourth quarter by the throat.
Kevin Garnett was awesome tonight. This is not a foul, I might add.
Zerbiak called as
That's not a foul.
4-point play for Kobe.
That might be a foul.
But see, Kobe didn't finish those like he normally does, and that was, I thought, a big.
Yeah, Kobe did not look like himself tonight, but you can't take it away. Man, congratulations to the little Timber puppies.
Game tied at 101, and we're going to go to overtime. And that's when it looked dismal for the Timberwolves when Kevin Garnett in the opening seconds of the OT fouls out.
That's not a foul either. And this is definitely not a foul.
This one, you know, that's anticipation, you know.
No, that's just bad.
Of the foul, what makes it a bad
Don't make
call?
excuses for bad officiating.
Okay, it's back.
Through it all, Minnesota gets big free throws out of Gary Trent, out of Mark Jackson down the stretch.
And Trent's a 60% free throw shooter.
See, the thing is effort came after it. Tip outs, rebounds, hold the ball. Rebounds, free throws win basketball games.
The Minnesota Timberwolves, in overtime, take a 2-1 series lead over the Lakers, 114-110 the final. Kevin Garnett 32 and 14. The Lakers get 30 out of Kobe and 28 and 17 out of Shaq, but the Lakers down 2-1. We shall return on Inside the NBA. Only about 6 more segments, Charles.
The NBA playoffs are on TNT. Saturday, Nets, Bucks, Game 4. Followed by Sixers, Hornets, Game 3. Coverage begins at 4:30. The drama of the NBA playoffs is on TNT. Win or go home.
Some people don't realize how many nonstop flights Southwest offers, so we created this simple color-coded map to help. Baltimore to LA is red, Phoenix to Raleigh-Durham, blue, Chicago to Seattle, yellow, LA to Austin, canary yellow, Orlando to Albuquerque, teal, Las Vegas to Houston, aquamarine, Buffalo to Phoenix, beige umber, San Jose to Baltimore, pistachio, Oakland to Chicago, sea green, Albany to Orlando, puce, Tampa to St. Louis, pinkish, New Orleans to San Diego, kinda green.
You are now free to move about the country.
Dinner, $30 on debit card. Two movie tickets, $20 on debit card. Ice cream, $10 on debit card. Leaving your cash at home, priceless. There are some things money can't buy. For everything else, there's debit MasterCard, accepted almost everywhere cash is.
This is Bill. Bill is installing a new belt on his car. The belt he purchased isn't exactly right, but it seemed like a bargain, and Bill's determined to get it on there. That one might be a little tight, Bill. Here's the deal. At Napa, we not only carry the right part, we've got the know-how to make sure that's what you leave the store with.
What about Paris?
Why not the Caribbean? How can planning your next trip be even better?
Mexico?
Knowing your trip could be free.
Hawaii! Yes!
Call now to request the City Advantage World MasterCard, and you can earn free award travel plus get 8,000 bonus miles. And you can use your miles to fly on over 25 top airlines. You'll earn 1 mile for every dollar you spend on everyday purchases and on special purchases too. Call to request your card and 8,000 bonus miles. Plus, now your miles never expire as long as you make a purchase with your card at least once every 3 years. Soon, you'll be on the trip you planned. Use your miles to fly on over 25 top airlines, stay at the finest hotels worldwide, and drive with any major car rental company free. Call now to request your City Advantage World MasterCard and 8,000 bonus miles, and your next trip to almost anywhere could be free.
Southwest Airlines.
My favorite airlines, making $1 million a flight.
And here comes the flight of the night by Rodney Rogers. Game winner for the New Jersey Nets.
He's happy.
2-1 over the Bucks. What's Shaq got to say about the Laker loss? You'll hear from him when we come back.
Follow the curving Irish lanes long enough, and you'll find yourself in the town of Wicklow. And if you arrive on that most special day in Ireland, you'll find the town celebrating their favorite holiday in traditional fashion.
Hey, John, happy Cinco de Mayo!
Don't even worry about that. I got you covered. My man, good luck.
The I3 pressure from RBK, only at Foot Locker. Know what I'm saying?
This Friday, let the real summer begin.
It go a little something like this.
Real drama.
What did you say to me? I'm your boyfriend. It's 100 times better than you.
Real passion.
And then you girls want to make out or anything?
No.
Real action.
I heard you took a shower with the twins. Cancun, baby.
The Real Cancun. Only in theaters Friday. Rated R for strong sexuality, nudity, language, and partying. Starts Friday.
What happens when an irresistible force meets an immovable object? Sudden impact. Ultimate Fighting Championship Sudden Impact, April 25th, live on Direct Ticket Pay-Per-View on Direct TV.
During business hours, he serves you with a smile.
I've watched him grow since he was this big. I almost feel like Uncle Si.
Side the photo guy.
You're a very lucky man, Mr. Yorkin.
But after hours, he has you.
What you got there, family photos?
All to himself.
Pretend. This is all pretend.
Academy Award winner Robin Williams.
Come on!
1 hour photo.
Order it now on Blockbuster Pay-Per-View Movies.
Inside the NBA playoffs. Brought to you by Hyundai. When your car comes with America's best warranty, you win. And RBK. In stores now.
They're disappointed in that, but overall, I think we know that we have to play better, and we have to play, with a tempo that's more of our style of game than theirs, and to do that, we have to be a little more poised, a little more directed out there on the floor.
You see the confidence building in their locker room. Is there some confidence maybe dropping in this one?
No, we know that we just have to go out, just take care of the ball, just take the high percentage shots, and, keep playing our game. And we didn't play our game tonight for some reason, and we just have to get it back.
What about defensively? They're the only team to shoot 50% against you guys in the regular season. They've done it in all 3 playoff games. What do you have to do defensively to stop them?
We just have to pick it up, limit them to 1 shot, and, they're just playing good basketball right now.
But your confidence is not shaken?
No, not at all.
Why?
Because we know what we have to do. It's all about us. I think we beat ourselves tonight.
Western Conference Finals against Sacramento last year. The Lakers opened up at Sacramento, gained a split, came home, lost Game 3 to Sacramento to fall behind 2-1, and then Robert Horry hit the shot.
I like Craig, though. You notice that?
Craig Sager might be the most annoying reporter.
He has the same question twice, but got 2 different answers.
He might be the single most annoying reporter in the world.
Why would you say that?
Because the guy says, did anything happen to hurt your confidence? He said, no. And he says, why?
He gave him 2 more
You don't
questions.
ever lose your confidence. A great player never loses his confidence. Only the most bad players.
I tell you, all those white, okay. But I tell you what.
Hey, Mom.
Okay, there it is, yeah.
Hey, Mrs. Johnson and Mrs. Smith. The only 3 people up at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Only 2 o'clock in Leeds.
Yeah.
New Jersey.
Get us out of here, please.
My family members on the West Coast of the bed by now.
4:30 pregame Saturday, then the Nets and Bucks, followed by Sacramento and Utah, or by Philadelphia and New Orleans. And here's Friday.
Okay.
Detroit and Orlando,
Right.
Dallas and Portland
That's all
are on
right.
ESPN.
That's not
San
it.
Antonio and Phoenix on NBA TV. That'd probably be in high definition, you reckon?
Yeah.
That's it for Inside the NBA presented by Hyundai.
Oh, no, let's keep going.
Okay, let's. How about those Indiana highlights?
Let's watch them again.
Hey, let's do do's and don'ts.
This has been a presentation of TNT Sports.
Welcome to Chili's Thursday Night Theater. Chili's, like no place else.
Along with Charles Barkley and Kenny Smith, this is Ernie Johnson welcoming you to Chili's Thursday Night Theater. Tonight, what Airplane was to the airline industry, this film is to spy and war movies. It's Top Secret, starring Val Kilmer. Familiar with this work?
No. You know I'm a movie aficionado.
Which I thought you might be familiar with this.
I have not seen this.
Are you looking forward to it?
I am looking forward to it because I like Val Kilmer. He's a terrific actor, obviously, and I'm looking forward to this.
It's hard to remember if I've seen this one. I have to see a couple clips.
You've come to the right place.
Okay.
Here's a little hint if you've ever entertained thoughts of being a spy. When meeting a secret agent, use a code phrase.
Do you know any good white basketball players?
There are no good white basketball players, my friend.
How do you like the character development in this?
I didn't see that movie.
Well, was that Omar Sharif?
It was.
It wasn't Sharif Abdul-Rahim.
Wait, so he said
he's looking for a good black basketball player.
Then one guy.
That's very good.
I almost said something about your mama then.
See, my mama's mad at you. That's all right.
I can see me mad at this sexy face.
Yeah,
what was the turning point of this film in your mind?
The turning point was when you pushed the power switch, turned it on. That was the turning point. It was all down. This is definitely Dude, Where's My Car?
How can you tell from one little clip?
I mean, because you know what? Whoever picking the clips lately been a little shabby.
Well, you know, we all want to see the movie for the first time.
They got to do a better job, too, of picking out movies we've seen so we can comment.
No, I think it's better when we have no idea.
We should write down every movie that we've
ever seen.
Yeah.
That would be a great idea.
That would take a while.
We'll be back later, but right now let's watch one of Charles' favorite films, Top Secret.